1-2. 1.
Jesse, put them all on there, man. Sorry. Put them all on there. I only pulled mine out. Come on there. That makes sense.
1-2. 1-2. Testing. Audio test. Test. Okay, so just getting myself set up here, and then we'll see what we can do about getting this stream going. So it's 7:15 p.m. Let's switch to the table right now. So as you can see there, this match is starting. Okay, thank you. In about 15 minutes or so. Currently, the visitors, Andale, are practicing right now. And we have a player change. Tonight, RICARDO Ramirez will not be playing. In his place, we have a real good player. We think he's around about 6'20". I'm going to get a precise number for him shortly, but he's the highest Fargo on either team tonight. And his surname is YERGLER. That's actually spelt I-U-L-I. So I've changed him on there now. I just need to change him on my stream deck. Okay, let's change RICARDO to Vika. There we go. Cool, that's done. So at the table right now, racking the balls, that's Oscar. And breaking the balls, that's Jorge Villa. And now I'm going to set the table for the first matchup. So let's put Vika's, let's put a little bit of space in here. And then I'm going to slide that along a little bit. There we go. So first up tonight's going to be Jesse for the home team Spin Doctors, Jesse STURM. And he will be playing Joshua YERGLER. He's a 4'7", and Jesse's a 5'13". So that's the game that will be up in, oh, it's 13 minutes or so. Whoopsie daisy, don't want to move that. Whoops, done it again. Let's see if I can select the right item. There we go. That's what I wanted to move. Just bring that down here. There we go. And a couple of little graphics we've got ready for you guys. Hopefully we get to see one of these. That would be nice, wouldn't it? You see those, and then if it's not one of those, maybe you get to see one of these. There we go. Yeah, I've been playing with my graphics. I've got a second table, a second camera. I may move the position of this one a little later once we get started. So I'm going to leave you for now, and commentary will resume when the match starts in about 12 minutes or so. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. They were all touching with it. Hey, how you doing? Hey, the beard's coming on. Yeah.
Getting ready for Christmas? Or
Getting ready. That's right. Yeah.
a little side hustle?
There you go. Take as much flex as you can. But try not to have it on the floor, right? Because last time we got a little nick in it. I'm at like 750 right now. So inching our way towards the magic 1,000. Then you're able to actually monetize. Yeah. Then they actually start giving you a tiny like increment of how many views you get and impressions and things like that. But I mean, I'm not doing it for that. But obviously I want it to. You want an audience. So here we go, folks. I've got Brian Rooley in the box with me here today.
Hello, hello.
And first up tonight is our colleague Jesse STURM. You want to come sit here so you can see the screen?
Sure. Jesse, Sturm, and Josh. What's Josh's last name?
Josh
all,
is
huh?
YERGLER. Not a burglar, but a
YERGLER.
YERGLER. Yeah, Josh YERGLER.
A yodeling burglar.
Yeah. So here we go. We've been relegated to the table by the front door. So that's why the table looks upside down tonight. Jesse gives them a break, makes one. But
Makes
the
two.
Cue ball follows it in. Here's the cue ball.
I know. Makes two. One of them was the cue ball.
Okay, let's see if we can turn this around a little bit more for Brian to be in
Yep.
the monitor with me. There you go. There he is, folks. So, unfortunately, Josh has a ball in hand to begin.
And let's see, the table stripes are looking pretty good.
Yeah, and that was what went down as well, I think, the stripe.
I think I'd open up with the 12 ball.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the 10 or the 12? I think it's actually I think it's a 10 ball. By the 2. Yeah, it's 10 ball. I think I would open up with the 10 ball. Well, he's going to work his way down the table. It's not bad either. He's going to, looks like he's going to go 9, 10, maybe the 14, but probably the 13 next. 9, 10, 14, depending if he gets flat on the 14.
Yeah, he's got a slightly acute angle into the side. Not the biggest opening from where he's shooting from.
Yeah, I thought that was the hardest ball to shave. That's why I was thinking it'd be a great ball to open up with.
Yeah,
oh, wow, that thing
hung.
I thought it was going in.
It considered it, didn't it? It looked down the pocket. It almost teetered on the brink, on the lip of the pocket. But, yeah, they hit the first point, hit the second, and did not drop.
Okay, so Jesse's got a little bit of work cut out for him. He should definitely consider shooting the 7, because the 7 and 1 is crossed up if you're playing it from down table.
I'm thinking about the 6 though. He's perfectly on the 6 right now.
Yeah, but if you shoot.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't offer a lot of good shape, does it? Really?
Yeah, if you're down table and you have to deal with the 7-1, it's a problem. If you take one of them now, it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And then your only problem left is the 4-5.
Yeah, and it's hard to see from here whether any of those goes. It looks as though they may be obstructing one another. It's hard to tell, though, from this angle.
I'm thinking 7 ball, 2 ball, 1 ball. 7 ball, 2 ball, 1 ball, and then maybe try to get on the 6. But the only problem with that is you're leaving the 4-5 for the end.
Yeah, and that's never a good idea.
No. It does go. So Wayne says the 5-4, the 4 goes.
Okay, well that's good news. But you still have to get over to the top right corner of the table, that quadrant, in order to be able to shoot it. And that's not easy because you've got the
13.
The guards.
Yeah, the 13 is kind of blocking it.
Well, there's 3 stripes, isn't it, that sort of form a little line, a diagonal line, which are all kind of like impeding him.
So he's choosing the 6, and he was choosing to try to break out those balls.
Yeah, I think he didn't give himself a lot of chance there with the space he hit.
Yeah, now the 8's got the 4 ball blocked for sure, the 5-4 combo blocked.
Yeah, I mean, he could have still played that shot and played the same sort of thing, but he could have just put a nicer stroke on it. A bit more smoother, and maybe a little bit of right English and follow.
If it did go, though, there wasn't a reason to break it out. He could have just played the combo. But that's neither here nor there now. Let's see what Josh is. He's got the 10 as his.
Hey, JP, welcome to the chat. Good to see you.
What's going on, JP?
Hope you'll let us know if we sound weird or anything. Hopefully we sound okay and not too loud. And
I always sound weird.
Is that what your kids tell you?
That's every time I listen to myself talk, your inner ear is definitely hears your voice differently than your outer ear. He's looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
One slight, a little bit of a tough cut here, but the shape is natural.
Yes. So, I can't remember the last time we won the first rack.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It has been a while.
He did have
he does have to play the high cue ball here, so is he going to stun to the end rail here a little bit, or is he? Yeah, he is. Okay. Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a reprieve for Jesse. He should have been dead and buried there. Let's be honest.
yeah, that was.
And he's got a reprieve, big time.
So now here that 1-7, you can't shoot the 1-7 from down table. He has to play it from up table. No, I'm up. I'm up second. So he did get the breakout there.
I like that shot.
And the 5 is set up really well.
Probably leave the 1 there because it's doing him a favor, blocking access to that.
The 5. The
yeah,
5.
No,
yeah. Yeah, it's the 5.
Oh, the 5.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. But there's nothing easy else to go for, so it may be taking that because he can continue his run. Yeah, I think he's going for this.
Yeah, well,
I think he wants to continue his run, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back now.
Yeah, not sure what that was.
I noticed that about a minute ago because I've got the Stream Deck and the Vocaster sharing. They're coming through USB. I've got this dongle attached, so I don't know if it's that. I mean, I did use it without any problems previously. I've tried to make sure that the connections are all okay. So I think that's what it is, but no problem. We're back online. Meanwhile, he did pot the 5, but he's now not got ideal shape here.
No, but you shoot the 7 and follow the cue ball, and because the cue ball.
Well, the way he's playing here, he's got the cue ball's going to end up staying on the right. He's done okay.
Okay. Stunned around the 1, yeah.
Yeah, I think
he's looking okay here.
So what do you do here?
I personally like shooting the 4 ball because a stop shot on the 4 leaves you both balls to shoot at. But the 1's actually a little bit easier. So yeah. But a miss on the 4 leaves it a tough cut. A miss on the 1 leaves an easier cut for your opponent.
Yeah. But that's nicely done. You can now just drop this in.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's a good,
just
good,
roll it
good
in.
subtle angle there too.
Just drop it in. And then don't be too ambitious here.
Just,
I settle for a long 8 ball. You're gonna play around the table, you might end up finding a pocket. Just gently, just drop it in.
All right, looks like he's going to get it.
He's got to watch his path of his cue ball. That's the only thing he's got to be careful of.
Yeah, trying to put the cue ball on the rail there or something. He's okay.
He should be okay, but he's thin. He left it quite thin, so the cue ball's going to be traveling. He's got to find a nice, safe berth. There we go. Very nice.
And I'm up.
Okay, so we've now got Brian against Jorge. Rack 2. And I'll just take a little break, and commentary will resume when the match starts. Okay, here we go. Rack 2. Brian WROOLIE with a break. Let's see what his break looks like. I've been trying different permutations to try and get a successful formula. Unfortunately, actually, he did make a ball. I didn't see it go down, but he's quickly picked up his playing cue, so that's always a good sign. Let's look at the table here. It's a nice split of the balls. There's a little clustering still around the 8, and there are 3 stripes altogether. So you would think, at first glance, that maybe the solids are best. But there's, yeah, I think it was a stripe that went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 2 stripes went down. Yeah, oh no, only 1. Yeah, there are 6 stripes left on the table. So he's taking 3. Drawing back. And here he's got the 5 on one side and the 1 on the other. I don't know if he's got sight of the 1.
Hey, see you later, brother.
See you, man. Take it easy.
That is freaking awesome.
There's a fellow YouTuber there. Likes our streaming setup. Yes, he's done nicely there. Steered the cue ball all the way back around to the center of the table. Making the 1. So just looking ahead a little bit here. It's just the access to that 8 ball looks a little bit tricky. And has he left himself a shot here or what? Yeah, it looks like can he get through past that 12 to get the 1? Oh, he's grimacing a little bit. Leads me to think he's covered it slightly, so he's now swerving a little. He's elevated the butt of the cue a little. He's obviously going to try and put a lot of right on there. And that worked. Could have done with a nudge on the 7, but he's got a shot at the 6, straight up the rail. Just got to float this one in. I wouldn't try anything too ambitious. Now's the time you need to be a little bit ambitious because you've got to get on the 8 ball. And he's not straight on this 7. There's a little angle. So following forward, he's probably going to hit the bottom rail around about that first diamond out from the pocket. Drawing back, he'll do well to get inside the 13. There's a deep draw. He's got to get past the 12 if he's going to make the 8 in the top right. I don't know if it goes in the left center. There is potential to try and get behind the 8. He follows forward, but I think it's got to be a deep draw. Yeah, he's going bottom of the cue ball. You've got to, oh, hang on. No, he's higher up. He's hitting above center, so he's following forward. Needs a pure strike here. And unfortunately, the pocket would not accept it at that speed. He came all the way around and he nudged the 8. It's unfortunate. He would have had the 8 there in the side, I think, had that dropped. Oh. So there's just a little bit of a steward's inquiry there on to whether or not we could remove the magic rack. But there were a couple of balls were actually hard on it, so we decided to leave it there till they got moved. Jorge has played a nice hook, moving open his stripes a little bit, and left Brian with a bit of a tricky kick to negotiate. I hope he can do this, the one railer. He seems to be looking at 2 rails. He's going to try and find the gap between the 10 and this long rail on the right. And hit the short rail somewhere around the first diamond out from the bottom right corner. And then hopefully proceed forward to knock the 6 at the side. And then trundle forward a little bit and get perfect shape on the 8. What's wrong with that? Just got to miss the 10. Oh, what happened there? He seemed to, I think he must have hit the point. Did that hit the point? All right. Oh, you did? Right. I thought maybe a little outside to swing it wide. If you hit like just in between the first diamond in the pocket. I mean, it's easy to say that from here. It's always easy from the commentary position. Every shot is a theoretical, abstract thing. When you're at the table and you've got to physically execute, it's a totally different kettle of fish. So Jorge has his nice open table here. Let's see what he can do. He's got to keep control of his cue ball, and it should be plain sailing. I think he's going to find himself close to the rail. He's not under the rail. So is he going to stick with his original plan and shoot the 14? Shooting the 15 rather. No, he's missed that. Has he covered the 6? That's the question. Can't really see from that angle. This one does not really help either. But he can see it full ball, and he's called the bank in the bottom right corner pocket. So this would be a winning shot if he can make it. Needs to cut it a little bit. I think if he hits it full ball, that's going to hit at least the diamond out from the pocket. So cut it a little. And also if you put a little bit of right on the cue ball, you get a little left on the 6. It'll open it up a little. Yeah, and he still was short. So Jorge's mistake, it's not going to cost him. He's got back to the table straight away. And he's got the 15 hanging over the corner. He's just got to play for one of those 2 balls in the middle of the table. Oh, and he's caught the bottom side of the 8, so that wasn't in his plan. Now he's got a long shot on the 14, slight cut back. This is a tester, make no mistake about that. And this time, not so sure he's gotten away with it like he did the last one. This is a relatively straightforward pot for Brian, but it's about guiding that cue ball back up the table towards the 8. Bit of bottom right. Avoid the furniture at all costs. Oh, he's hooked himself. Yeah, he decided he didn't want to try and draw back to the middle of the table. And unfortunately, he's not got a shot here. I understand what he was doing. He didn't want to dice with that side pocket. He didn't want to take a chance on hitting the 14. He thought he could just come across the table and leave himself a long 8. But it's the pace, judgment of the speed caught him out a little bit. And it traveled a lot further than I think he was hoping for. So now, does he have an edge? I'm going to have a little look. I don't think he can hit any part of that, no matter what he does. Yeah, I don't think so. So you can try and kick this off the side rail. That's what he's doing. He's called the top right. It looks to be going a little bit too far up the rail to me from this angle. Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was going too far up there. So now with ball in hand, should be elementary for Jorge. Yeah, just simple. Drop this one in, drop the next one in, and then trundle forward, and you've got a straight 8. And he's not perfectly straight, but it shouldn't be a problem now. So this for 2-0. There it is. And next up, it's going to be Wayne Crow versus Oscar ARECHIGA. While he's doing that, I'm just going to mess around with my second camera. I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, I'm back in the box. Let's just check out what options we've got for camera 2. I'll show you a little look around the room. So that's the visiting team. You can see there, our visitors. Tad looking at tablet with the baseball hat. That's Vika. He's going to be playing shortly. He's subbing for them. Sitting down on the left, that is Josh. And there's Wayne Crowe. He's getting his stick. A little look around the room. And then we're going to come down to the table. Let's put it something like that. Okay, there we go. That's not a bad overhead angle, actually. And the ball's gone down. The cue ball stayed on the lip of the pocket. And he has options. Nice, easy opener with the 13. And it was a stripe that went down, I believe. Did he make one of each? So there are 6 solids and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there are 7 stripes. So it was a solid that went down. A solitary solid. So taking the stripes. He's just grazed that 11, but he's got a nice shot here on the 10. The 14 is a little bit tricky. Proximity to the 6. And the 9 as well will only go in the top right. What has he played on here? I don't see an easy shot for him. He can cut the 11 back in the bottom right. And that's what he's going to do. Blind pocket, never easy these. Cue ball's probably going to go into the 7. It's not thin enough for him to break out his 14 with it. He could try and cut the 12 in. That's very thin. But he's back to shooting the 11. And he catches it too thin. But he has broken out his 14 ball. And Oscar now on the solids, looking at his table, see exactly what he wants to go for. He's going to play the 6 here in the side. Oh no, it's the 7 in the side. And that's a nice slow roll. He's nudged the 15 and put the 15-12 safe. That's done him a huge favor tactically. Wayne has got some challenges now. He's got the 9 up there. This is in close proximity, but it doesn't go in the bottom and the top left. So you'd have to get on it in such a way as to be able to maybe draw back from it if he wants to break out those 2. And now he can play forward off this 2 with a little bit of left English and get on the 3 for sure. And then just play the 1. Is it the 1 or the 5? Maybe the 5, I think. In the top right. But he seems to be putting a bit of below center striking. No, he's played for the 3, okay. And he's left himself an angle here to get back down the table towards the 6 ball. And the 6 will pass the 14 in that bottom left corner. So all he's got to do is get in that side, and he's got his perfect shape, so looking good for a table run here. Yeah, Wayne's put his cue down. He doesn't expect to get another shot. Yeah, and he's heading up the table very nicely there. Yeah, but he's run all of his balls, so I'm going to call it a table though. It's fine. There we go. The table win is when your opponent's still got all the balls left on the table. Wayne had actually got some. So now it's got to be yours truly playing against Vika, their substitute. So I shall speak to you guys soon.
Okay. Well, off to a slow start here. Jesse won. Oh yeah. So they got Mike's got the score wrong. Jesse won the first game, so let's get this corrected. Let's see here. There we go. So the score is 2-1 right now. We got Mike and Vika. So on my rack, 2 racks ago, I had the pattern to get out. It's just when I shot the ball in the that bottom right corner on the, which is the top of the screen here. When I shot that ball, I didn't draw back enough, and I was slightly hooked on the 1 ball. And so I had to swerve to make the 1, which I lost. By swerving it, I hit the 1 in, but hit it thin and lost the shape on the 7. If I were able to have seen the 1 ball all the way directly, I could have just slow rolled it, and I would have definitely had shape on the 7. And then the 6 ball was a stop shot for shape in the 8. So anyway, went from a strong probability of a break and run to just a nightmare. Okay. So Mike is broke. Looks like he made something I didn't see because he was in the way here, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stripes, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 solid. So he got 1 stripe in. Looks like it was the 12 ball. Nope. I don't know which one it was. 13 maybe. Yeah, 13 ball. Nope. Let's see the 13. I don't know which. Anyway, made a stripe. It looks like he's going to stay with stripes. A bit of a tester for an opening shot here. Is he going to hit little center low ball to hit the cluster? Yeah, broke those out nicely. I don't know if he can see the 10 all the way right now. He's, obviously trying to figure out, trying to solve the puzzle with the 13. But that's for future reference. He's not going after the 13 right at this point, but he's trying to find the angle on the 11 to hit the 13, clear it. I don't think you want that angle. I like the inside going 2 rails to clear the 13, so the 13 and the cue ball come out towards the center of the table. A little steep there. Too steep for going after the 13, I think. But I still think he's going to take the 11. His choices really are the 11 in the in the top left as you see it on the screen, and or the 12 in the bottom left. He's got the 11. Hmm. 14 ball in the top right corner as you're looking at it on the screen here, which is technically the bottom of the table. But going after the 14 kind of leads towards coming in off that second rail and hitting that 13 and 4, freeing them up. And you have to hit it with a high ball and some inside, so you can hit the 14 a little bit thinner to preserve that, to tighten up that angle. And that is what he's doing. He's hitting a high right shot here. It's kind of it's a little bit weak with the stroke on it. Nervous about potting the ball, perhaps. It's difficult if you hit a high inside shot and with power. There's a lot of squirt on that shot. Looks like you can see just enough of the 9. I think he's gonna. Okay, this is a good angle here. It's unfortunate that this is the last shot. He's got to break out the 13 and shape the 13. So one thing at a time, make the 12. Trust that draw. Trust that stun draw that it's going to go out there and break out the 13. What you don't want to do is you don't want to hit it full. Ideally, you'd want to get in between the 13 and the 4. Okay, that works too. Oh, but he missed the 12. I missed that part. He missed the 12. And here comes Vika. 620 Fargo. Don't see Vika on the 7 foots too often. Normally 9-foot player. Plays on the big tables. Pretty much exclusively, as far as I know, it's the first time I've ever seen him on a 7-foot table. Yeah, he's going to shoot these in quick. They're all wide open. Well, extremely short shots for him. Not afraid to use the rails. Yeah, he just stays relaxed and doesn't think about it too much. Just trusts his stroke. Okay, this is the hardest shot he'll have to shoot in this rack, but I still think he's a favorite to make it. Yep. So it's 3-1 the end of the first round, and Andale is up 3-1. You're up there, break. And it'll be Jesse's up, and Jesse's playing Jorge now. You got this. I said, you got this. Last night. What did you do last night? I didn't know. He didn't call me this morning. I saw you post together new listings now. All right, dry break. Jesse assessing the table here. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Open table. Do we have any big problems? I don't see any big problems. Stripes are a little bit clustered by the right side pocket, but it's not necessarily a problem. The 10 goes past the 6. The 11 goes not past the 6, but the 11 goes in the other corner after the 10's cleared. So stripes aren't a problem, and solids aren't a problem. 8's out in the open. I guess if I was to just get really picky, I guess the only ball I don't like is the 9 ball. It's just in that, you know, that 1 diamond in, 2 diamonds out, middle of the table with no other stripes really around it. So that's just going to be some type of, you know, full draw shot or, you know, angled stun shot. And, you know, so the 9 ball's probably the ball that's highest rated to be a missable shot. And Jesse's going to take it now? No, he took the solid. Okay, so he can tap this 2 in, and then he can draw off the 4 for the 1.
So I'm going to take that one back.
Draw off the 4 for the side.
There you go. And that one's switched on now. Just rejoining the box here. After my defeat to Vika, I had my chance to break and run, but unfortunately I did a bit of a jerky delivery on the penultimate ball, trying to do the breakout.
Yeah, that was a tough, the 13 was tough to get out.
Oh, I mean, the angle I finished up with was fine. You know, I just need to put a smooth shot on it.
Right.
And actually, if I hit it a little bit gentler, I think I'd have made it and advanced it. Because the 13 came out, it just rolled a bit too far. Meanwhile, Jesse's doing okay here, right?
Yeah, he's doing okay right now. He's looking pretty good. You know, the rack's pretty wide open. The 1 has become tricky now because he's gone down table from the 1. I thought the last ball that he just shot, the 4, I thought he was going to set up for the 1 on the side. So now he's down table. So
who's he playing, sorry?
Jesse is playing Jorge. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't update that, did I? I updated the set scores.
We're good. And
I'm sorry.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse and Jorge.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's have a little look at this other angle. I'm quite liking this angle here. So you can now make this 6 and
so you can kind of
get out of that corner.
Yeah, do a little bit of a stun follow and come out of that corner.
He's probably going to hit the 15, isn't he? If he does this, and he taught a stun.
Well, yeah, he can
maybe try. And get
maybe not stun, but you know, just a heavy spin. And because if you can get middle of the table, they really need to go for that 1 ball next.
Yeah, he did just a rolling cue ball. He likes his rolling cue ball, does Jesse?
He's got the 1 on the side. I was thinking 1 on the corner, but he's got the 1 on the side now, so. And which is good. So he should be able to, should be looking pretty good here. So a little bit off angle on the 1. Just don't get stuck behind the 9, and you should be okay.
Yeah, just do a little rolling cue ball again, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing flash. That's nice.
Yep. Yeah, it's good speed because it was going to go behind the 9 too.
Yeah, and he's also got to be cautious here because that 13 is quite a big ball here.
Yeah, I don't think you need a big stroke here. I think, you know, it's going to want to float out. So I think I would focus more on the draw because it's going to draw at the angle. So if you draw, I think you'll stay above the 13.
But you're going to play the 8 in the bottom left?
Play the 8 in the bottom left, yeah.
Okay, let's see what he can do here.
Yeah, well, see, he didn't draw. He didn't draw, though. He's stunned.
What did I say, though?
Yeah.
What did I say?
No, yeah. Well, that's what you got to watch out for. But the draw was going to pull it above that. A straight draw. You didn't need any English on that shot. A straight draw, and it would have drew on a diagonal.
But he hit it hard, though.
Yeah.
He really hit that
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, and he hit it hard and in a stunning manner, not a draw.
Yeah, I mean, the cue ball just traveled too far, basically. He would have been fine if it hit it like half the speed.
Yeah, if he either went for a cinch, more of a cinch type shot, because it was going to bleed out no matter what. It was going to bleed to the right no matter what. So a deep draw would have brought it up on a diagonal.
Are you sure it's George and not Josh? Oh, no, we're in round 2, aren't we?
Right, yeah, game 1 of round 2.
Yeah, round 2.
Yeah, Jorge.
Yeah.
Good hit, come on.
Oh, he's hit it.
All right, well, he got the hit. It's better than giving up ball in hand.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, that could have been a lot worse.
You hit here and it goes. Yeah, you just stunned it instead of drew it. If you'd have drew it, draw to.
So he's off and running here. He's made the 12 inside. He's got the 11 here.
So this is his second rack where he gets to come to a table with pretty much just his balls on there, and that's it.
That's been the pattern for most racks, isn't it?
Well, this is.
I did that for Vika.
I did that for Jorge in his first rack, our first rack. So
that's the thing. If you're gonna run out, you've got to run out.
You got to run out. You got to do it. I think that's. Is that good? Ooh.
It's not a good cue ball though. Not at all.
No.
He did not want to be there.
Yeah.
So there's nothing easy from hard under the rail, and he's going to go for the 10. It's a push forward, but it's a do or die. He will lose the game if he misses.
Yeah, because he can't hold the cue ball.
Yeah. And the same is true for the 13. Actually, between you and I think he should just clip off the 11 and try and hide the cue ball behind the 10 on that top rail. But let's see what he does.
Even if he gets anywhere on the down on that end rail, just anywhere on the right side of the table, that's going to leave. You know, even if Jesse could see the ball, it's a very tough shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Looks like he's committing himself and going for the 10.
Yeah.
It's a brave shot.
It's full.
And he's missed it.
It's a miss, and he's left the.
So Jesse's got a nice opportunity to get his second win of the night. And close the gap, just one rack with Andale. He's got to do a nice, gentle, smooth stroke here. Rolling cue ball, one of his favorite things.
Looks good. Oh,
there it is.
A little body movement there made me a little nervous.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But he got it.
That's okay, he got it.
He's got 2 W's.
Just didn't pinch that over a little, you're right. Just a little bit.
Okay, I'm up.
Okay, Ryan's up next. And let's see who Brian is playing in this next game. G2 versus 7. It's Oscar ARECHIGA. He's racking the balls right now, actually. I think he's a ball short. I guess the 8 didn't come out. There we go, folks. HOLT. Bit of Yeti tableware there. My water bottle. So Brian has the chance here to level up the match. 3 racks each. Let's see what sort of break Oscar can manage. You'll jump in. Joining me right now in the box is winner of 2 racks tonight, Mr. 2 W's himself, Jesse Sturm. There he is.
How's it going?
How does it feel to be a winner, a serial winner?
Honestly, I like the win, but to work all the way that way and just pinch that 3 ball over, it's a little frustrating.
Yeah.
It just, I thought.
What went through your head?
I wanted to give a better angle, and when I looked at it, it had the natural angle just to draw it, but I wanted to, I thought with enough low that I had, and I put a nice stroke on it.
Come out?
No, I was just trying to
just come across
draw
a little
back,
bit,
but go over a little bit, but come up enough before those clusters.
Like half stun, half draw.
Yeah, that's what I tried.
Oh, okay.
Because I wanted to get the angle, but I thought if I just get up above those 3 balls, I'm fine no matter what.
Instead of coming back at a diagonal, it just
I just stunned the hell over right to the right.
Straight across to the right, yeah. It's a sickener, that, isn't it?
Yeah, just to do all that work and make it all the way through all those balls and navigate.
We're also presenting them with an empty table with just their balls left.
Oh, scary.
Yeah.
Scary to sit over there, and he floated
but
that ball.
And the way he left himself, and then he went for a very brave shot, didn't he?
Yeah, I was thankful.
Yeah.
I think they thought it was my birthday. They have it all. My birthday's in July. little.
So Oscar's made one off the break here, and he seems to be looking at the stripes. Oh, sorry, the
little
solids.
ones. Yep.
Yeah, the little ones. This is the 2 right by the corner. And he did a nice measured run out his first table.
Yeah, there's not a bunch of problems here either.
And he's a very steady player. He's another one who likes just a rolling cue ball. He's very reliable with that. Doesn't play a lot of power shots, and then you don't need to a lot of the time. If you've got the right pattern, you can just stroke everything.
I definitely playing with you guys. I was a much more slow roller like that a lot. I did pretty well with it, but when you start going through the growing pains, when you start wanting to do all these new things for me, and sometimes you just don't hit enough to feel it. You know.
But on this bar box table, a lot of the time, slow rolling is a good way to do it. You know, and the rolling cue ball is most reliable. You know, for especially making tough pots, you can just float them in. And you've got that natural game.
Yeah.
I would fancy you to do any slow roll on the table. It's when you're having to cinch, put a little bit of draw and stuff like that. So Brian's grateful for this opportunity.
Yeah, we need to get this game right here to get us floating good again.
Yeah, we'd be level on 3 racks each if we can see Brian win this one.
It's looking like the 14 probably is opener.
Yeah, just put this.
Or the 15.
And then I think all 3 of those stripes that are in the cluster, the 9, 13, and what is the other one there? Can you see what?
11 ball on the rail.
No, these 3 all together.
14, 9, and the 13.
Oh, it's the 14. It's the green, is it?
Yeah. Right. So purple, my colorblind fellow.
Right. Okay.
He could actually
purple,
come off the 6 and get that ball cleared out give a bigger pocket for the big ones coming the other way. Let's see if he took it clean.
That's clean. I think it's the 13.
I think the 13 will go.
Yeah, there's a different angle. It looks like it does.
It might give a little space, knock that 13 a little bit.
He probably grazed the 9, won't he, as he goes through?
Or the 13. Come off and open him up a little bit, maybe.
with a backspin going on the cue ball.
Ooh.
How's that worked out? Well, he's got the 15.
Okay, he's got the 15 where he doesn't have to jack up over the 13.
Yeah. And he can just draw back and then have a nice angle on that 11. But you know what? You might want to save the 11 till last. Because it's a
roll
nice way
down for the 8.
Yeah, a nice way to roll down for the 8. So you want to pull back and take these two next.
Cinch it and take the 13 and 9, and yeah, it's looking pretty decent. Yeah,
well, that's lovely.
Nice shot.
I do like that.
Really nice shot.
He's finished a little bit flat. He's just got to be cautious here. I think he does a stop shot and he leaves the. Is that the 12?
13.
No, that.
Oh, 12. Yes.
So if he does a stop shot here, then he's got the 12.
He can run it all the way down, or
and then follow forward for the 11. So he's just got to get the perfect stop shot to leave himself dead straight or slightly right of the pocket line. Let's see what he does. Don't overdraw it.
You take it in the side or down there. The corner down there is big with the 4 ball hanging in the pocket.
Oh, what's he done there?
No, it's not pretty.
Yeah, I mean, just the stop shot was fine, right? He just drew back.
He can cut this in the side. I play enough with him to know that he can do that. I still would probably just float that 12 in the side, nice and clean. And it is a small pocket, but it gives it the 11. The 11 down off that big 4 ball down there.
He's going to go for the 11.
Ugh.
The problem with this is it's
He's
easy
got the 8 ball. Yeah.
No, the one ball is a very big ball. So he's got to get across the table and then avoid snookering himself behind that 1.
I like the steep cuts, but that's just.
Yeah, but the 4 makes it a big pocket, right? He's good. He's done it. He's held it.
Okay, let's get.
The only thing is the 8 is only available in the top right,
or coming all the way back behind it. But it's.
You know, I think you've got to play this.
He's going to go 3 rails and come between the 8 and the 1.
Oh, wow,
or
that's tough. If it had gone a little bit further, he could have played it with a little bit of right English and just followed forward. Maybe hit the bottom rail.
I think he could still. I think he could still come 2 rails here and come between the 1 and the 3.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. You've got to have all that furniture in the way. If you follow forward with inside, there's a route there, but he's looking at the 3 rails.
It's just a different stroke, though. You got to put that. There's a different. I like doing that sometimes.
It's thinner than it looks. This. It's not that thick.
I think it naturally takes it on the 2 rails coming around.
Let the cue ball go where it wants to go.
That's what he's looking. Yeah. I like that other shot, but I think it was a little steep.
Yeah, I think trying to go, instead of going between the 1 and the 3, he's trying to go above the 3. You saw that line, he had his cue down.
I mean, even if he hits the 3 and knocks all the way, he could cut the 8 in. So
just make this 12 first of all. So he's jacked up a little bit here. I don't think he needs to be.
Poor Brian, that's 2 racks in a row that he had. There it is.
Look at this.
That's looking good.
Look at this.
See, it's going to bump, like exactly what I said.
You can cut that in.
That's what I was saying. Even if it bumps it, he still has
a bit of
shot.
right English on this. Inside, and it helps the thing.
That was exactly what I saw happening.
Yeah.
But it's just a bummer.
It looked good when he hit it. He thought he was going to get past it.
But you never know. Could have went down there and got right behind the 4 ball. So at least he's got a shot. I've seen Brian make this plenty of times. It's a big game for us, so hopefully he can pocket this ball.
Yeah, we want to see this 8 drop. Yeah, I'd have maximum right spin on this. Let's see what he puts on his cue ball. I'm right down the gun here, looking right at it. He's actually putting left. He's got left spin on the cue ball. So he's got to be aware of the scratch past the 6. The bottom right.
Nice shot.
Nice he's going to hit the 6. There you go.
That's a big shot. Big shot, Brian. Good job.
Well played, Brian.
That's even match. Brought us back to even.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Now we've got Mr. Crow approaching the table. So Wayne, and he's going to be playing 8. You're playing Vika. Okay.
but
Yeah, but you know what you did? You did a real great 8-ball at the end. And what was handy, the 6, because that shot that you played, the thin cut, when you play it with outside like you did, it comes 2 rails and it can scratch in the bottom right, but the 6 was the guard.
Yeah.
So that was quite useful. Okay, so let's see the break that Vika's got. Stripe in the middle.
Oh, gosh, that was a good break. Is the cue ball still on the table?
Cue ball went in.
Oh, cue ball went in too.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there's a lot of balls that are going in the pockets there. Seemed like there was a
there's one
like Vika knew where the little vacuum switch was on the table. It sucked all the balls in.
One solid, one stripe, and the cue ball. That's what happened. So that levels up the match. That's rack that you just won.
Oh, good.
Nice, nice comeback, early comeback into the match. Let's see what Wayne's going to do here. Hey, here's come and say hello to the folks here. This is Steve Aiken, folks. You want to Google this guy. Watch him playing Ernesto Dominguez on YouTube, when he used to be a pro.
The only one they got on YouTube is the one where he beat me.
Do you know why?
The 3 on the Pro Beard Tour, they don't have
They don't put those up, do they?
No.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you,
Good to
sir.
see you. Good to see you.
for letting me
Steve
speak.
Aiken.
You guys have a good night.
Check him out.
Have a good night.
He's a great player. No longer, I think he was like a semi-pro back in the day, but he was a real good player back in the day, between the 70s, the 80s.
There's a lot of San Diego players from the 70s and 80s that were,
I mean, he still
that were nationally known.
Yeah. He can still shoot lights out, but if you run YouTube and you like watching billiards, and I assume that you do if you're watching this, his name is Steve Aiken. That's E-A-K-I-N. Steve, and it's pronounced Aiken actually, Steve Aiken. But yeah, there's definitely a match of him playing Ernesto Domingo, father of the great Oscar Domingo.
Yes, Oscar, Yep, Oscar Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Not Domingo, Dominguez. Oscar Dominguez.
I do tell it, G-U-E-Z at the end. Meanwhile, Mr. Crow.
I just saw Ernesto Dominguez was just at O Billiards last week. He was doing the tables there. Yeah.
He's a very skillful table fitter.
He's a really nice guy too.
So his son has Hard Times Billiards in Sacramento. He also runs the Lucasi West Coast Tour. Oh, look at this. Is this a break and run? Or it's a table run?
It would be a table run, yeah.
Yeah, let's get ready.
Yes, with the scratch and some balls
there
in.
We
but
go.
yes.
Yeah, we did like that.
Nice job.
Wayne, watch this. Let's do it one more time. There we go.
You should hear the sound effects going on.
Oh no, that's it. We've done.
For Wayne, you got to get one that's for Wayne. That's Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Wayne's World.
I
Wayne's
like
World.
Yeah.
So, Mike, you are up, and
Okay.
it's Josh's break.
So I'm going to
You just hang your mic up. I'll just keep this one on.
How's that?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, are we all? Did you? Yeah, you got everything here. Okay. All right. Yeah. So got Jesse Sturm here with me.
It's crazy. I go
Jesse
for 2
Sturm.
for 2, and I get invited on the mic twice.
Get invited on the mic. We want to know. We want to know what all the secrets are. So we're here. We're on the World Wide Web, on streaming live on YouTube. So tell me what's going on at home. Just kidding.
my friend's got jokes.
Yeah.
Luckily, I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Unfortunately, damn it.
All right.
Yeah, that was a good one. How's
Growing great.
How's your
Thanks
new
for
car?
asking.
How's your new car?
Going good. Car's doing good. You know, it's got some character now. So yeah, we bought a new car JP, is that how that was a nice out on Wayne? Thanks for commenting on that. Yep, Wayne, I did have a nice out on Vika's misfortune on his break there. Yeah, so I got a car, I think 3 weeks ago, maybe less than 3 weeks ago, and haven't even made a payment on it yet. And my wife got rear-ended driving it.
So we're really good.
There we go. So some cable's moving somewhere.
Yeah, Brian's nice. Going through a breakup at home, so he asked me how's my home. So I asked him about his car. So
yeah,
kind of even. See what Mike's looking at. That's what.
Yeah, let's focus on some pool
that's
now.
That's what good friends are for, right?
Yeah. So Mike's got the cue ball in his hand.
Yep. Can they see?
Yeah, I don't even know I don't even know where you're going.
See what's Mike looking at, Brian? What balls would you fancy?
What I don't know is it. All right. Yeah, we keep getting cut off here with the cabling. What did he just shoot? Because I was just looking at the cables.
So was
I want to say he's shooting strikes because he's looking at the 10 now. So.
Yep.
Okay, so the 13. Oh, the 13 does go past the 1, so there's no issues there. Just getting up table for it. 12's a little bit tricky because the 4's kind of got a lot of its angles blocked. So it's not super difficult, but it's not. You can't just come up table. You have to think about how you're going to come up table.
And for you all at home, both my teammates, Brian and Mike, are colorblind, and they announce it's the 2 ball, but it's okay.
Oh, is that one the 2? Oh, it is the 2.
But it's
okay. Okay.
Tomorrow we'll work on math.
Yeah.
Today's colors.
I'm actually normally pretty good with the 2 and the 4, especially if they're near each other. I'm definitely good at it, but they were kind of far apart, so I didn't see that the other one was darker. I just know that the 4 is darker. Yeah, that was a good shot. It was a good short side position there. So he's going to come all the way forward. Bit unfortunate that he hit the 14 because if he'd have got clean off the rail with all that ball speed that was still left, he would have had probably a pretty good shot on the 15.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's going to come out. Is the 8 in play here? Eight going to move? I think the 8's going to move.
Stay out of the side pocket.
Well, I don't think it'll go on the side because of the 7, but I think it's going to move. Yeah.
Okay. That's all okay right now.
So he's going to go probably 4-3-5 here. Oh, I'm sorry, he stripes.
Unfortunate right there. It will run all the way down. Well, he can cut it, I guess.
It's a tough cut because the cue ball is going to go down, and if he hits the 5 or 3, he's toast.
The 12 will go all the way down and bring back and give him good position on the 13. I think that's what he's looking. It's a little tough cut, but it will go.
It is a tough cut, but that might be the shot because
letting him put a good stroke on this.
Yeah, letting the cue ball go on the 13, the 5 and the 3 are definitely a big problem because if the cue ball hits the 5 or the 3 down table, he won't have a shot on the 12.
He's liking that.
Yeah, but he's got
Yeah, that's a lot of traffic.
So yeah, a lot to negotiate. Got the shot, and like nobody saw that one coming. Didn't see that coming. And hit it with inside English, kissed off the 4 or the 2, kissed off the 2 and scratched.
Wow.
Yeah, that was relatively unpredictable there.
Wow. I made it. God damn, you did. You made a good shot on it. You had a shot too. I just needed to hold. Yeah. I mean, it goes in the side pockets and that. There's nothing you can do. That angle, yeah.
So Josh here has got ball in hand, and he's going to work his way down table. I noticed that he did that in the last time, his first round rack. Yeah, he started, and he just kind of worked from one half of the table and worked his way down, which in most situations is the right way to go. Stun off here, probably be shooting the 3 next. He babies it for the 5. Yeah, he's gonna. What do you shoot here, the 5 or the 3?
The 8 ball comes into play a little bit on that 7 ball coming up this way. I think he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot the 5 or the 3. Looks like he's queuing for the 5.
And back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw back. Yeah, draw back, shoot the 3 in the same pocket. Oh, he didn't draw though.
I was thinking he was going to swing it over there and go 3 in the side to the 4, and then
7's tough.
This could be a little trouble right here.
Yeah, it's tough because the scratch is on, and it he's going on the side, so there's no scratch going on the side, but it's a tough cut on the side here too.
That's the shot I'd probably take.
Yeah, but it's easy to push forward. You got to kind of spin it in. The scratch was on. He hit it so thin that the scratch was on.
I don't want to jinx Mike here, but I think he's doing good. I think he's got this. Last time on the mic.
How do you play it? How's Mike going to play it? How's he going to get from the 12 to the 8? You're going to go 1 rail off the left long rail? You're going to go, you're going to shoot side, just follow forward. That's the simplest way. You got the most control, and you can see everything in front of you. So this is a good way to go. Now notice he's shooting a little bit off angle here, so he guarantees no scratch. Yeah. Oh, don't get behind the. Oh, that was a little risky.
A little hard. I'm surprised he smacked it so hard.
Mitty's got this though.
It's a big shot here. It's good. Usually when he takes his time like that, and second time I've seen him pocket a lot of balls like that.
Yeah, it looked like he was cueing just a center ball. He's shooting it with a little bit of outside, help throw it in so he doesn't get rid of any skids. Nice soft touch, swish.
Good job.
Didn't touch a rail.
That was great.
Yeah, it was very good.
Good job.
So we won that whole round.
Okay.
Very nice, Mike. And it's your break. Yeah. Turn that. I got it. Yeah.
Got lucky there.
Well, you did good. Now, yeah, everything kind of went out again, and all I do is I just kind of touch these wires, and then it kicks back on.
Yeah, I think it kicks back on its own, but what I'm going to do is get a new one of these.
Yeah, new dongle.
Yeah, something that's a bit more robust, and I need USB-Cs rather than USBs because that USB is obsolete now.
Yeah.
You know. But so far, it's not been too bad. Yeah, my problem there, you see the 15 I put in the top right to get down the tail. I stunned it with right. Looking back, I should have just done a draw shot.
Yeah.
Because then I'm all the way down, I'm fine. I can't, unless I draw in the corner pocket.
Right.
But yeah, the stun shot just left myself nothing. And then, all right, I might have made the next ball, but you don't know where they're going.
Right.
So it's amazing. As soon as you come away from the table, like, oh, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Because apart from that, I was doing okay. But I got lucky and I got the win, so that's all that matters. So now it's, what is it, 4-3?
It is.
Is that right?
No, we have 5 now.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so we have 5-3. So yeah, I didn't update too far away from the thing.
It's Jesse.
Yeah, it's Jesse versus Oscar.
Oscar. There we go. Let's stick Oscar ARECHIGA in the scoreboard.
Yep, and we are up 5-3.
Yeah. Okay, so a bit of a turnaround from 3-1 down.
Yeah, we can keep that going for another 2 more rounds, and we'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
Try break.
And
Oscar does not like how we hang it up on the light.
Could I get my water bottle, please?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. what I should do is actually put the headset on, you know, the reversible. And the microphone's pointing away from the speakers over there.
Yeah. You want me to reverse this one?
Give it a try. And I think that just, you might have to go down. No, you have to come down. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
I think we're getting
that might help.
Hopefully we're getting less bleed from the. Yeah, I don't know if it makes a lot of difference.
I didn't see what Oscar opened up with there.
Me neither.
I think he's looking at stripes. I think it's stripes though, because I think he was just checking out the 10. Nope, he's shooting solids, shooting the 2 ball.
Okay, we promised to pay attention. He's a little close to his work with that 7, I think.
Yeah, that is what he was trying to shape, but yeah, he got too close to it. He's not.
I think the 1 passes the 15 though, and if we're looking at now.
Yeah, looks tight though. Oh yeah, no problem.
Nice.
No problem.
Nice, no problem at all.
Okay, 6 to the 7. 6 to the 7 to the 4. 8's still a little bit, 8's trapped a little bit. Especially if you're shooting the 4. Oh, he tried to get onto the 4. There's an off angle on the 4 here. I thought he was going to give it a little more there and come around. Yeah. It's okay there, though, but he doesn't have a pocket for the 8. He's too close to the rail to try to cinch this ball, shoot it all the way down in the corner, and position the 8 for the side. I mean, he's not. It can be done, but it's definitely a shot that most people are not going to want to take. Got a ringing phone somewhere in here. Mike's phone's ringing. Matt gave you, I guess you're not watching the stream, but Mike, I think he went to the restroom, or yeah, he went to the restroom, so be back in a moment. Okay. I like the 15 on the side, or the 13 on the side. We're doing good right now. We're 5-3 right now. Yeah, I saw the. Can you turn me off? Sure. I saw the.
So Jesse here on the stripes. There's a nice opportunity here. Not a lot of obstacles in his way. Still got shape on the 14. He's slightly overhit it. But should still be okay. I could just put a little bit of left on this. Doesn't need any bottom, just a bit of left. Just to swing around that corner. He likes his rolling cue ball. He just took the path of where it was going to go. It's a bit awkward, this. He's got thin cut on the 15 and cut back. If he can get past the 13. But what he wants to be careful of here is just keeping Oscar away from his 7 ball. So whatever you take on, make sure the cue ball is not going to be leaving a shot on the 7. So if you do want to attack, then fine. Just make sure you do so with a bit of safety in mind, I think, here, because there's nothing easy. As you can see, he may be able to get past that 13 to cut the 15 in. But I'd play it, if he is going to play it, I'd play it real slow. But he wants to leave himself shape on the 13 in the side afterwards. I think as long as you don't hit it hard and try and play for the 13 in the same pocket, you should stay kind of like level with the 7, maybe. You're going to leave a bank if the 15 doesn't drop. He's called safe. So he's pushing the 13 forward. He's trying to follow forward. Okay, well, he's left an option here. He can cut this in all the way up the rail. I think he could also play a bank past the 13. Not sure how much of that he can see, though, whether he can hit the right-hand side of the 7. It's hard to tell from here. He's called the top pocket. Now that's in all the way, but he's snookered. He's got the thinnest of edges that he can hit, the thinnest of edges, so he can hit it, but he can't pot it, the amount of it that he can hit. He'd have to try something a little bit more ambitious, so he's going to try and come at this from the top, I think, and try and kick it in this bottom right corner. It won't kick in the side because the 13 is blocking it. Yeah, it's called the bottom right corner. So turning down the safety shot because he does have a thin edge available. He could hit direct. Yeah, but he's not Jesse's balling. But that's actually not finished too bad, you know. The 8's finished right over the pocket, and he's not left an easy shot for Jesse. And the way he's standing here, I think he's going to take this 9 on. So this is do or die. If you miss this, you've lost. If you pot it, you can take the game. He's just got to do a nice stroke here. Just got to get the cue ball up the table. Anywhere in the top half of the table. It's a nice smooth stroke, just like the last one. And there we go. Jesse's looking like 3-0. 3 wins out of 3 for Jesse. He doesn't do anything silly. Just keep hold of the cue ball. There we go. There we go. Very, very nice. That puts us on 6. Okay, so debrief with Jesse over. Now Brian WROOLIE at the table. Let's get him on there. His opponent is, if I can have a little look at this, is Vika. He's got the break against Vika. And do you want to join me in the box? Are you going to shoot? It's up to you, Wayne. You can shoot. Yeah. Wayne's going to go and shoot some pool with Jesse. That's fine. And let's see what kind of break Brian has got here. Oh, he's coming up dry, unfortunately. Yeah, so Vika has a stab at an empty table, or a full table, I should say. An open table. So he's taking the solids. And I don't really see any massive problems. The 7 is the trickiest ball on the table for solids. Taking the 5 out of the way. Little nudge on the 8. He's going to take the 3 here, I think. And then he's got the 1-6 combo to follow. Oh no, he's played right across. So is he going to try and break something out here? That 7 needs a little bit of help. Okay, there it is. He's finished nicely on it. That 7 will pass 15 in the top left, so he can then just play with a bit of left English, sorry, to stay on the right side of the 1. And he's got a perfect angle. He's just going to play to the left of the 10 ball. And he's coming up nicely here. This is going to be a table run for Vika. And here he is on the 8. And making short work of this rack. There we go. Under the table.
Okay. Is this another dry break? No, I think he made something. Yeah, I made somebody who's not happy with where the cue ball's at. No real good openers. Got the 3 ball. Got the could make the 7. Yeah, you can offsuit combo. You can do whatever. Still got to call your shot. I broke dry against Vika and he ran out. I broke dry and he just ran out in like a minute, 45 seconds. All right, he tried to play off the 9 to hit the 7 in. And so anyway, table's still open. Josh is coming to the table. He gets to analyze and decide what he wants to do. At this point in time, I am favoring the stripes. And the reason I favor the stripes is because the stripes are protecting the 8 ball right now. Yeah, hang on. So yeah, I'm. Oh, hey, is that Mackie? So I missed if I'm pretty sure Josh already shot, but I don't know what he shot. Keep taking my eye off the table when these people are deciding what they're going to shoot. A very intentful 1-ball shot. Oh, okay. It got a little wild there for a sec, but actually he opened up the 7 ball quite well. 7's hanging in front of the side now, so where it was a little bit troublesome, now it's not, but and he's got to take it now because he doesn't really have a shot outside of that. But what's he going to do here? Is he just going to float so he can shoot the 4 next? A really soft touch here. Oh, he went all the way down rail. Coming to get on the 3, but he is on the 3, which is not good. And I don't think he can see the 4 clean anymore either, so I think he's basically hooked himself. This is what you would call a snooker. So he is snookered. I think he's going to kick rail first and just not give up ball in hand is what his goal is right now.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. So he hooked himself on the, got too close to the 3, and then he hooked himself from being able to see the 4 or 6 cleanly, so he just kicked at him to stay alive, not give up ball in hand.
I think he's left Wayne a nice opener, hasn't he?
Yeah, Wayne's looking pretty good here. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the 15 all the way down at the end of the table here. But he has a ball that he can.
Yeah, the 12's connector, so he's got company. Obviously, the 9 will pass. Oh, is he going directly for the 14?
He's going 14 right now. 14 clear.
No, I think he's trying to twist that a little bit.
Yeah.
It looked like it was partially obscured.
Yeah. From the camera, for sure, it looked like it was like it might not go. So maybe he was trying to throw it a little bit or twist it or.
Yeah, he's just confirmed he needed to throw that ball in.
So I expect to see a stop shot here. He might let it roll forward. Yeah, that's actually good. It kind of floated out a little bit, stunned out.
Just a word on throw, Brian. Do you want to tell the viewers back home what throw is?
Yeah, so throw is, another word for throw is also gearing. It's when you, if you picture a set of gears, if you put spin on the cue ball, if you put right spin on the cue ball, when it hits the object ball, it will transfer left spin onto the object ball, and the ball will throw because the cloth itself is not, it's not incredibly slick. It has some
friction.
Some friction, some surface friction on there, and so the balls will grab and they will, with the spin, they will throw offline. So it's a controlled shot. You're not just relying on straight angles here in this game.
So in that instance, the shot that Wayne played, he couldn't actually hit the precise potting angle because the 9 was in the way. So he tried to put a bit of spin, side spin, to try and get the
try to throw
14.
The 9. Yeah. And I think where the failure was is if you're going to throw a ball, the softer you hit it, the more it will throw, and the harder you hit it, the less it will throw.
Okay.
And so I think he probably just hit it a little too hard for trying to throw it that much.
Right. A bit like a swerve shot. The slower you play it, the more purchase you get on the cloth.
And the difference between a throw and a swerve would be really just a specific attribute to the cue ball itself. It's where you kind of hit down on the cue ball with some English, and then you'll basically have the cue ball will hook. Kind of like in golf, it'll slice one way or the other, depending on which way you hit it.
So meanwhile, Wayne's negotiated those pretty well, but this is a bit thin to hold for the 15. So would you play round a couple of rails to the middle of the table? Would you try and draw this into the 15? It's a bit thin, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit thin. I don't know about going around the table because it looks like the 8 and the 6 are kind of both in the general area where the cue ball would travel. So, yeah, I think.
No, I mean, just play 2 rails to the middle of the table. Just try and get the cue ball in the middle.
Just up and down?
Or even just short rail, left-hand long rail, and then back out. You'll be leaving yourself a skinny cut on the 15.
So he tried to drag it a little bit, and he looked like he was going to do your shot, but he kind of decelerated. It looked like.
Yeah.
Pushed it, decelerated the ball, hit the ball full.
Thicker than he wanted, yeah. Hence the cue ball didn't have as much pace on.
Yeah.
If he'd have cut it thin, I think he'd have been close to the middle of the table, and then he would have had his snick on the 15. But talking of snicks, that's what Josh has got right here.
Yeah, a lot of times you can tell too where the where the cue ball ends up will sometimes help explain the story of how you hit it bad. You know?
Oh my word! Mind you,
he missed it.
But you know, by knocking in Wayne's stripe, he's gained an advantage.
Yes. Yep.
Because if he'd left that over the pocket, Wayne was out 100% for sure.
Yes.
But now he's left his own ball in the jaws, and what's Wayne going to do here? He has to make this.
He has to make it.
He has to bank it.
Is he going to bank it, or is he going to thin it?
I think you've got to bank it, and because it's so square, so flat, I think you're going to have to put quite a bit of English on this. You want to almost straighten the 15 up. So you want to have left English on the 15, so right English on the cue ball.
Right.
So playing right, and you're going to have to draw away from the 15 to get the cue ball out of the way.
Yeah.
So it's a draw shot with a lot of right to try and get that 15 to fly up in that top left corner. I mean, what else could he do? I mean, he could bank it down over to try and knock his ball in,
Yeah,
but
I
then
think that's how he was just when he put his hand there. I think that's kind of what he's thinking about as a save, because if he can leave the cue ball high and up table here and knock.
he said he's going to play safe.
Yeah, knock Josh's ball in. I think that's what he's looking to do.
Well,
Whether he does it with the cue ball or with his strike, I think he's looking to knock Josh's ball in and just hope that he leaves Josh tough on the 8.
or maybe he's trying to put the 15 in the way.
Or put the 15 in the way, and definitely came up short on that.
Yeah, that was
But you know,
it just shows you though the poor shot that Josh played, the miss on the 6 was one in this game.
yeah. Now you can overhit this and end up on the 50-yard line with the 8. So when you have a long table shot and the ball's hanging in the corner like that, but it's not favoring one side or the other, you're not going to hit the ball in the center. So you have to pick either the right side or the left side. And if he hits the right side, the ball's going to stay down by the end rail. If he hits the left side, it's going to come up table. So there could be an overhit here where he comes up too high and leaves himself a funny angle.
Well, he played a nice slow roll.
Played it really good, yeah.
And he's got the 8 in the left center, so he's slightly off angle. And it's not particularly acute. Just got to be aware of the near point. That would be...
It's a very makeable shot, but it is you are shooting under pressure here, so it's not a gimme.
But I'd like to see... oh, he's missed it.
Oh, he missed
He's missed it.
He
put it to the far point, didn't he?
No, I think he...
It hit the far point.
Did he hit the far point?
Yeah,
or
and then the near point. So a thin cut for Wayne.
Yeah, so that was just the pressure of the shot. I mean, it was not a gimme.
Wow.
Yeah, Wayne got extremely lucky here. Yeah, we need a Wayne's World.
A little graphic.
Yeah, Wayne's World animation.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Well done, Wayne.
And you're up now, Mike.
Okay, do you want to turn the mic off?
Yeah.
And,
yep. Okay. All right, so it's your break, yes. And I'll update the score here. And we are now at 7. And Mike is playing. Nice job, Wayne. Yep. Mike is playing Jorge. Mike and Jorge, okay. Okay, and then we need to get the we do have it at 7-4. Okay. All right, everything's up to date. Sorry, still taking me a little bit of time to get used to the interface here. But it's much easier to do now than when Mike first started, so he's put a lot of time and effort into this. It's very obvious. It's quite the setup, actually. What's that? We need 2 out of the last 5 matches. Yeah, we have 7. 2 out of the last 5. So it's basically the a race to 9. We will still play all 16 racks, but whoever gets to 9 racks first wins as a team, wins the match. That's a nice break for Mike. Everything's wide open. The 9 ball and the yellow 9 and the I believe it's green 6. Colorblind. Those balls are a little bit tied up. That's really the only mess in the rack and the table layout. Everything else is looking really good. And for opening shots, Mike has the option to shoot the 2 or the 15. He can also shoot the 9 and deal with that situation right now if he wants to take stripes, because he's got a good angle to shoot the 9 in the side. So 2, 15, 9, or the 11. And you know the 10's available too, but it's not something you would open up with. Probably the 2 or the 15. But I like stripes. I like stripes more than I like solids. Eight's in the open. If you shoot stripes, 8 will go in either corner pocket. So you don't have to have the whole the whole table layout in 8-ball. You don't have to have the whole rack solved before you shoot. Mike went to try to free up that 11 a little better. Just a little bit quick with the stroke there. But you don't have to have the whole rack figured out, but you're always thinking 3 balls ahead. So you're thinking about the ball you're shooting, but you always want to shoot the ball that you're shooting to get on the next ball at the proper angle that will get you onto the 3rd ball. So always have the 3rd ball in mind. If you have 3 or more balls on the table, always have the 3rd ball in mind when you're shooting the ball at hand. Okay. It's looking okay here. Yeah, he's going to take the 11. So the only risk here is getting stuck behind the 8. So you want to add some right spin here to get to the right side rail. You want to get to the right side rail kind of quick so that you come out before you even hit the 8. Oh, so Mike elected to not use the end rail. He stunned and went straight over, which works. I mean, he's okay. So here he's just gonna punch off the right end rail. Don't know what the inside English was for there. I think that was a mishap, not a miscue, but that was a mental error there. I think he just played it quick and used the wrong English there. Because all he needed to do was all he really needed to do was just a center ball and let it drift down the right end rail, and it would have been out more in the middle of the table, more towards the center of the table in the middle, with just with a center cue ball. Deep draw. So that soft deep draw, that's the shot that I see a lot of people don't take. Is there's and I'm not saying that Mike thinks this, but there are a lot of times where people think if they need to stun or draw, they have to hit hard, and that's not the case. You don't have to hit hard to stun or draw. You just have to be, intentful with your stroke and just have a good stroke, especially on the draw. If you can have a slow draw, all you need is acceleration as you go through the cue ball to draw the cue ball. That doesn't mean you need to start really fast. You can start slow, and as long as you are accelerating as you cue through the ball and you're hitting low and deep, it will draw. But a lot of people will hit fast and hard, and then their accuracy breaks down, and they end up hitting the cue ball. Their elbow drops, and they hit the cue ball a little bit higher than where they thought they were aiming, and that's how you get people that try to draw the ball and it doesn't draw. So Jorge's at the table now, and doesn't have a great opener. His balls are all crossed up on each other, so he's going to cut the 3 into the side, which is the shot to do. It's just the cue ball goes wild. So when you hit balls that thin, all the energy stays in the cue ball, and it's can be hard to control the speed. So you must be able to see the 6. So he couldn't quite see all of the 6 to make the shot, but thought he could get it. No, maybe if you hit it a little softer, the pocket might have accepted the ball. Mike's in a little bit of a bad spot here. So the 14 being on that right end rail. When you are on the rail or very close to the rail, between the side pocket and one of the first diamonds on either side of the side pocket, that is one of the worst spots a ball can be, because you can really only have a good shot on it if you're, you know, parallel with it, you know, with the long rail, and you're hitting it full. If you have these steep angles and the ball's there, they're just, it's like the worst place the ball can be. That's the first worst place they could be. The second worst place would be as on either end rail on the center diamond on the ends of the tables, because there's just less room for you to be able to shape that ball and get position on it. Less table room to do it. It's tighter. Harder to get to. So Mike's looking at the bank here. He feels that it's going to be an all or nothing shot here. Went wide on the bank. I think the 2 can go. I don't think the 8's blocking the 2. I think the 2 ball can go on the top right corner. He's going to shoot the 4 though. Now, if that 2, now he's got the 6. He's got to come off. He's got a little bit too much angle here to hold it, so he's got to come off the end rail, and he needs to just float up just above the 8, because he needs to get that 2. If he waits too long on the 2, he's going to turn the table back over. And I don't think he can. I don't think he's above the 8 well enough to cut the 2 in. So he's got to shoot the 1, and now it's tough to shape the 2 and get the 7 out. 7's stuck under the 2. This is bad. This is a mess. So a nice shot on the 1, but can he get it? Yeah. So he's looking pretty good here, actually. So this is where you're going to see a throw shot. This is a throw shot right here. He's got to twist it in. You're going to see him cue on the left side of the cue ball. Oh, he's not. He's hitting on the right side of the cue ball. He's not going to throw it. And he hooked himself. If he'd have used the left and thrown it, cue ball would have went into the 8 and pushed the 8 out of the way. So he kicked at the ball, but after the cue ball hit the rail and hit the 7, no other rail was hit and no ball was pocketed, so that's a foul. That's why Mike has ball in hand. The way the rules go is you have to hit your object ball, and then after you hit the object ball, either a ball needs to go in the pocket or a ball, including the cue ball, a ball needs to hit a rail. And he kicked at the ball, and nothing hit a rail afterwards, and nothing went in, so Mike got ball in hand. A little bit of backwards cut here, but he'll be okay. Nicely done. So Mike got the win there, and so round 3 is over, and we, the Spin Doctors, got 3, and Andale was left with just 1. It's you're up, Jesse. It's their break. So the score is now 8. We're on the hill. The score is now 8-4. And we have Jesse up. And we have Vika up. And Vika gets the break on Jesse. So Vika broke dry in his first break. So there's only 4 rounds in this in these Thursday night matches. And each team gets 2 rounds. 2 rounds, each team gets a break, and then the other 2 rounds, the other team gets the break, and they're one after the other. So round 1, home team gets the break. Round 2, the away team gets the break. Round 3, home team. Round 4, the away team. So we are in the start of round 4. So this is Vika's second break from the away team from Andale. his first break, he scratched, and Wayne ran the balls out for the win. So Vika's looking to not scratch for tonight's player list here. Vika's by far the strongest player. All right, he got the 10 ball in the upper right corner pocket, and the table's fairly open. Not really any trouble balls other than the 9 ball. The 9 ball's the only ball that's in a bad position for 2 reasons, because it's in that location near the side pocket on the rail, and in addition to that, you have the 1 and the 3 ball blocking blocking its path for each corner pocket. So as of right now, unless balls move, the 9 ball has to be banked. So Vika's going to be shooting solids because he's not going to want to deal with the 9 ball. Okay, so he wanted solids. He had to take a tough opener where he really couldn't work the cue ball well for great shape. So he's calling the combo here, the 2-4 combination into the upper left corner pocket. It's not just about making the shot here. The things that are going through his head is he's thinking about, well, what happens to the cue ball after I hit it? What's going to happen to the 2 ball? The 2 ball is going to go down to the end rail and come up table. The cue ball is going to go forward. So he just kind of swung at it, made sure everything, he gave it a firm stroke, make sure everything comes back out. Didn't want to leave, didn't want to baby the shot and let anything get stuck down there at the end of the table. So there's a little bit of luck involved with the outcome of that shot so far as where the cue ball and the 2 ball ended up, but it worked out well for Vika. So he just played the percentages on that shot, and it worked out well for him. Still getting a little bit stuck here. He's not getting the shape he's looking for. He's going to be shooting the 6. Oh, he's shooting the 7 on the side. Looks like it clears. It goes past on the side. Cue ball's going to come around 3 rails. Oh, 2 rails. That was a good shot. He used an inside English on that shot. That was a good shot. So I drew back just enough. Get shape on this 3 ball. If he gets the 3, got the 8, and this will be a break and run. Should he get there? Let's see it. Oh, yeah. First break and run of the night. Yeah. Yep. We're going to give it to him again. Break and run. Just on the hill. We did not win the set there on that rack. And so I'm up now, and it's their break. Yeah, I'm up. It's their break.
Okay.
Okay, folks, back in the box with you guys. As Brian comes to the table after a dry break from Josh, and he has a nice opener, the 5-ball in the side pocket. Yeah, we're having some fun down here in On-Cue Billiards in La Mesa. I'd say San Diego's premier billiard establishment. Although there are a couple of others to choose from. Billiard Cafe, that's also an excellent pool hall. In Kearney Mesa there, they have slightly less tables, but the equipment's nice. They've got quite a lot of 9-foot diamond tables in there. Here they're all 9-foot Brunswick crowns. And these are 7-foot diamonds that we're playing the league on here, so looks like he may be playing a safety here. Yep. Didn't want to take no chances. This rack, of course, is the critical one for the match. We are on the hill at 8, but you've got to get to 9. And what has he left here? I think he's got a sight of the 10. I don't think it goes in the side. I'm just going to walk over here and have a little look. Well, it will do, actually. It's very acute, but he can roll that 10 in to the left side pocket if he wants to attack. I don't see an easy safety for him. Yeah, he's calling safe, so maybe he's playing the thin edge off the left side of the 10. Try and get the cue ball to just bounce off the rail and tuck up next to the 14 there. He's not going to hit the rail. Yeah, that's a ball in hand. Yeah, in this game, if a ball isn't potted, a ball must hit a rail. So now with this ball in hand, he can try and open that cluster a little bit. He wants to free the 8-ball, I think. Or is he just drawing back for the 6? Oh yeah, he just nudged the 7 out of the cluster. Cheers, folks. First one today. And a very nice gentle 6, leaves shape on the 7. It's a little bit flat, so he could be having to draw out straight back to the side rail where he is, and into the center of the table for the... Oh, he's just clipped the 10. That spoiled his party. It's hard to see exactly from this angle. I think he can still make the 1. And hopefully the 4 will be available thereafter in the top left. Ah, beautiful. Really nice. I think you take the 4 here, and then you're going to be leaving the 2 as your last ball. So what he's got to do is draw back. It's very dicey if you try and play past the pocket line. See where his cue is now? That's where he wants to be. But if you go 2 inches too far, you're snookered. So what you could do is you could settle for this kind of angle. That's what he's looking at now. But then you've got to negotiate the 15, which is the big obstacle. Of course, you could take the 2-ball now, but then you still got to negotiate those striped balls at the bottom half of the table. So what do you do? Just looking again where he wants to be. He doesn't necessarily have to get all the way back there. He could, as long as he's got an angle, he can follow forward without hitting those balls. Let's see what his pace judgment is like. So he's not come back as far as he wanted. think if he follows forward, he can hit the rail to the left of the 15. But then the cue ball will definitely want to bounce up and hit the 15. You'd have to put loads of right-hand spin on the cue ball. Try and avoid it. Or you can try and find the gap and play with left English. Cue ball again hits the rail just to the right, of, to the left of the 15, but then all of that spin takes it wide to the right of that 15. And then you've got to also miss the 9 and travel up to get shape on the left-hand side of the 8 ball for the 8 in the top right corner. So not an easy shot. You've got to need very good positional play here. Cue ball control. That's what this game's all about. I think he was just doing the 3-finger tangent line guide. Basically, you put your fingers like this against a ball, it's supposed to be the 30-degree line that the cue ball will take the path, that tangent, after hitting this too. So he's now going deep on the cue ball. He's trying to draw above the 15, hit the rail, and then spin up the table. Oh, he's caught the 9. But he can still make this. He could actually power this in off the 11. And the harder you hit this, that 8's going to deflect wider. He needs it to deflect pretty wide. I mean, if the 11 was slightly to the right, it would be easier. And surprisingly enough, you don't actually hit the 8 too far on the left side here. You hit it quite thick, and you punch it, power it. You've got to get that 8 to deflect. No, he tried to cut it and he scratched. I don't think the cut was on myself, but hey, he's the shooter. I'm just the observer. So Josh has a ball in hand and a clear run at all 7 of his balls. So it's just about keeping control of the cue ball once again. No obstacles, nothing that needs breaking out. It's just about working out the pattern and getting the white to go where you want it to, rather than where it wants to go on its own. Okay, there's one of them down. Just a little slow roll in the side. It should follow forward. And have the 9 in the opposite side. You could take the 13 in this bottom left, of course. That's also nice and easy. And you could just roll it in. He's going to have the 15, the bottom right. And that little stop shot is pretty good because he's got a little angle on this. One thing you don't really want to do here is leave yourself too straight on any of these balls, because it really limits the amount you can do with the cue ball. He's going on the rail and he's not ideal here. He's going to have to take either the 12 in the bottom left or the 9 in the top left. He's going for the 12. Never easy when you're hard on the rail. You could only put topspin on the cue ball. Good cueing is required. Very nicely played, but he's not got a sight of the 9, so he's going to have to play the 10. And this is a cut back to the top left. I think that's the favoured shot. You could take it in the top right, but it's a bit of a harder angle to judge. This is a bit tricky because it's a bit of a blind pocket. Oh, he's done a nice stroke, but not really controlled the cue ball very well, and he's got a straight shot on this 9. It's a pressure shot, because what you've got to do with this, he's on the rail again. He's played 2 really nice strokes, so this would make it 3 in a row. Oh, and he just hits it too straight. Unlucky there, Josh. So Brian has a straight 8 for the match. The magic total of 9 racks. There it is, folks. Well played, Brian. Unlucky to Josh. Yeah, that was for the win. Well played there. I'm just doing it now. I think I need to put an L in here. And then that's a 0. And that's as far as we go. There's 2 games left. I put the BR in for... Oh, I'm blind as a bat, aren't I? Change that 4 to a 3, Brian. Who's up in this game now? Wayne. Wayne and Josh, okay, so that's, no, it's Jorge, isn't it? Jorge Villa. Yeah, looking good.
Okay, I got lucky on that one. But that was number 9, so we won the match, yeah. So Jorge with the break, looks like he made the 4 ball. Trying to get the template rack out. So everybody's probably familiar with the old, the triangles, which still work fine. But sometimes you don't get the, you can't get the balls all glued to each other with these flat template racks. The balls all naturally fall into each other, so the racks are very tight. And so it's almost like, close to achieving a perfect rack every time. The downside is after you break the balls, you got to try to get that thing out of the way, and sometimes the balls are sitting on it, and it can be difficult. Well, yeah. Yeah, if you moved it, it doesn't matter where it was. It's wherever he thinks it was is where it was. So he's the one. Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't really matter at this stage, does it? Doesn't matter.
Now, no, not really.
I mean, if the game's still live, then you might be concerned.
Shooting the 3-ball, I believe. Yeah. Oh, overcut it.
Oh, they're all congested, aren't they?
So the rack is still open. Wayne can choose solids or stripes still.
Oh, it's still open.
Yeah, still open.
Does he know that, I wonder?
Pretty sure because
he's taking the 3.
Jorge broke, made a ball on the break. He made the 4-ball, and then they just fought around trying to get that template rack out. Yeah, he made the 3-ball.
I mean, the breakout.
Yeah, he's got the 6 now. He's going to take the 6 now for sure.
And that was the last obstacle to a clear run.
Yeah, it's just getting a good angle on the 1-ball on the end rail down here is the last challenge. I mean, shooting everything else in too, of course.
Of course.
Well, now things change here because he moved a bunch of balls hitting that 6, and
he's messed up the 1.
Yeah, the 5 messed up the 5.
Is it the 5?
Well, and the 1 really. The 1 and the 9 are down here on the end rail, Mike.
Right. Okay.
But it's the 5 down there by the 15.
Do you know, that looks so yellow to me.
Yeah. You definitely. I can definitely tell that. So I can see the 1-5. I can do. Nice shooting night, Josh.
See you, Josh. Take care. All the best, mate.
I can distinguish the 1 from the 5 a lot easier than you can. It looks like.
It cost me last night in the. I was playing Tad. And I broke. And a ball went down. I thought it was the 1.
Right.
I saw it go down.
Yeah.
And then I went to the table and I shot the 4, playing shape for the 3. And he said, that's the 1's on the table.
Right.
So the ball I saw falling in was the 5. And I thought, so I actually have to now read the numbers. I've got to read the numbers and make myself do that because.
In Vegas, I absolutely have to read the numbers because the colors for the Arcos balls, the Predator Arcos balls, they are a little bit different.
Oh, I don't like them.
And they have a cat on one side of the ball.
They have the head of the puma, right?
Yeah. And so you don't see the numbers as easy. Yeah. So sometimes
the numbers underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I have to walk up and kind of tilt my head and try to see which ball is which.
You're allowed to ask.
Yeah. The pool challenges of the colorblind is no joke.
You got 2 pool commentators here. The colorblindness, both colorblind.
Yeah.
So you'll have to forgive us if we occasionally get the numbers wrong. That's a nice shot there.
Yeah, that was.
Never easy when you're cutting into a blind pocket. And he's now got a nice angle here on the 10. He can just pop that in and hold for the 11. But
yeah,
unlike
9 balls, tough ball here right now.
I think he can get his 15. Is it 15 next to the 1?
Yeah, it's 15 next to the 5.
The 5.
Yep.
Next to the 1.
Yeah, the 1 is on the end rail down here next to the 9
I'll
ball.
try and remember that.
Yeah. When I look at it on the screen, though, they look the same color to me. When I see them on the table, I can tell the difference. But when I look at them on the screen, they do.
We need a set of TV balls is what we need. I'm going to put that on my Christmas list, see if Santa will bring me a set of TV balls.
Right.
Do you like those Aramith Black? Do you like those?
If you're playing up to 10 ball, 9 ball or 10 ball, yeah, they're fine. It's if you're playing 8 ball or playing any other game where all of those other stripes got blacks.
Yeah.
Where the majority of the ball is black instead of where they would otherwise be white here.
White, yeah.
It's not. It's no, I don't like them for that. But playing just 9-ball or 10-ball with them, yeah, kind of like it. The 9-ball looks pretty cool.
What about those TV balls where the 4 is pink? Do you like that one?
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
But then Matchroom, they have their own colors, don't they? They have a different set again.
Yeah, where they did where they have the Matchroom has the pink. That's the Aramith. That's where they have the pink 5, where the 5 is or no, the 5 is purple.
Purple, yeah.
Where traditionally the 4-ball's always been purple.
Yeah, and the 5's been orange.
Yeah, the 4 and the 12 are always purple. So just add 8 to the low set of balls, add 8, and that's what the striped colored ball would be. So if the 4 is purple, you add 8, and you got the 12 is purple.
Yeah, I find I struggled with the 10 and the 12 really badly. I think I get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I'm doing okay with those right now.
I can do the 2 and the 4.
If they're apart from each other, then I can't tell which is which. But I can, if I can see them both at the same time, I can tell that the 4 is darker. But if just one's on the table,
he's unlucky.
Yeah, he is.
That was dreadfully unlucky to kiss the 10 and going off at that angle.
Yeah.
And now, what's Wayne going to do here?
Well, so the thing is the 1 is still a little bit stuck, and he's going to go after. He's probably going to go after the 1, but
he should go after it, but he should.
But if he goes after the 1, he's going to end up hitting the 9. Well, he's going to break out the 1 right now. He's going to cannon through the 1. Because I was going to say, if he tries to shoot the 1 clean, he's going to touch the 9, and he's not going to be able to, work the cue ball well for shape.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to follow forward. But does he want to collide with the 1 or the 9? That's the question.
I would say the 9, actually.
Yeah. I think that gives you a better chance of having a shot.
Because if the 1 goes into the 9,
then it's going to get buried.
Yeah, it's going to,
Unless you give it
things can happen.
Plenty of juice. Don't baby it.
Well, he went into the 1.
Yeah, well, he's freed it, but it's not an easy shot.
Yeah, he's got a
top right,
Yeah, backwards cut on this 1 ball. And it's just going to be just kind of a, I don't like to use the word poke, but you're just going to kind of poke at this ball, You're just going to, just a very soft, stun follow.
Well, he's going to hit the left-hand long rail about 1 diamond down from the middle pocket, I'd say.
Yeah, 1 diamond away from the middle pocket. Perfect. You called it perfect right there. Yeah, he missed a shot, though. But
oh, my gosh. Yeah, unlucky. So Jorge now looking.
I'm not sure what he's going to shoot right now.
Is it the 15? Past the 1? Past the 5?
It's the 13. 13's in the center, right below the foot spot. That is the 15, yeah. Yeah, he just shot the 15, I believe.
Yeah, he made it. He actually grazed the 5 though, so that's blocked that pocket, so that he can't get the 15 and the 13.
13. No, but it goes in the other corner, so if he can get just a little bit above the shot line on the 11, he can get on that 13. Oh, he went way above. He's going for the 9. Yeah, he's just going for the 9.
He's just come a little bit too far, hasn't he?
Yeah, but the 11 goes in the top right corner. So I'm kind of thinking
he's got to be on the right-hand side of the pocket line if he wants to get on the 13 next, after the 11, that is. He seems to be putting big strokes on this.
Yeah, those are big practice strokes, yeah. Side pocket.
Side pocket. Oh, he's done okay. He's perfect.
Oh, look at this angle.
He's perfect.
This angle's good.
Yeah, nice shot. He did well there.
Is he gonna go down to the end rail and come back up?
I would.
It's a little bit of an angle. Okay, he just held it. He just babied it. Yeah,
there's a tendency to do a deceleration when you try and do those shots. Slightly hampered cueing.
So the 8 doesn't go in the same corner that he's shooting the 13 in. The 1's blocking that. So
he's got a bit of right.
Maybe he's going to go right. He's going to come up.
Yeah. He's kissed it.
Oh, he's
perfect.
He's perfect.
Yeah, he's going to take this game now.
So I'll have Wayne will have 1-2 tonight, and Jorge will have 1-2 tonight.
We go. So I just put another one on for them. So 9-6, that's right, yeah?
Yes, we're still at 9, yes.
Okay. Unlucky Wayne. Not a lot you could do. He actually plays a real great shot. He did a good out.
Okay, so this is the last last rack of the night, and it's 9-6. So the score will either end up at 10-6 or 9-7. And this is Mike Holt versus Oscar ARECHIGA. Oscar's quite the player too, by the way. You can tell he's a good shot maker. Decent cue ball knowledge. Knows the cue ball pretty well. Yeah, Jorge shot his way out pretty good there. I said Jorge shot his way out pretty good there. You know, he was just. Yeah. Yeah.
Set him right up to get shape on that problem.
Hey, Dan. All right. Need a ball on the break, bottom right corner. Yeah, it's pretty good. I always got this camera on. We should probably do the other camera angle. So he's got. All right. Oscar working his way through the stripes. Got a problem with I believe that's the 14 in the middle of the stack there. Tried to swing at it right now. And also he's got the 7-ball block in the 13 as well. He's going to try to follow the 13 through the 7. And he got it. Still on the run. Yeah, but the 14 in the stack is tied up. It can go up table. It can only go on the side because the 5's blocking all the way up table. And I can't see what the other ball is. Have a good night, Dan. I can't see what the other ball is below the 1. I can't see the color of the stripe. I want to say it's the 10 ball or something, but that one might have to get played out for a bank. So he's going to go 14, try for the cut of because he's going to keep playing offense right now. So yeah, he's calling the side pocket. Now if he hits this stack and he starts opening these balls up and misses, it's going to favor Mike. So he can pick these balls off now. He's definitely got a great shot on the 1 ball. So I kind of see him floating forward with the 1 and then shooting the 3 in the upper right corner. It's a 9-6 right now. Shooting the 3 in the upper right corner and rolling forward and taking the 4 in the upper left corner. That's the pattern I see. He might take this 5 next though, coming up table. No, he doesn't like not gonna like the angle on the 5. So he'll be taking the 3 and he's gonna come into the stack. Probably push out that 2 ball. these are just natural angles that I'm calling right now. So, you know, the natural path of the cue ball, if you shoot the 3, is going to want to track towards the stack there. So, you know, he might need to add a little bit of English. He might need to, you know, ensure that he's got some good forward roll on the cue ball. Obviously, he can't stun it, you know, to hit that stack. But the natural angle, the cue ball is going to want to go into that stack. So. Yeah, so playing a safe here. He's going to hide, duck and hide right now. Hit the 5, hit a rail, and block the shots. Yeah. Yeah, still a good save. It's an effective save. It's a good shot. So that was a good display of patience by Mike there, because he did have a shot on the 3, and it would go into the stack and break it out. However, if you're not comfortable with the shot, you don't want to shoot a shot that you're not comfortable with where you know you're going to break out the balls, because, you know, what Mike does have going for him is his balls are what are protecting the 8 ball. So even if Oscar were to shoot in his stripes, unless Oscar frees up that 8 ball in shooting his stripes in, Mike has the advantage of having the 8 ball locked up. So, and Mike can pick off the 4 ball. He's definitely got to break out the 2 ball or play a bank on the 2. So he's got a soft little angle here. The question will be is whether or not he's going to break out or just try to soft roll with a little bit of spin. He looks like he's going to soft roll a little bit of spin to get the 4. It's a good shot, and he's a little bit below the 4, below the shot line. So he's definitely going to go into he's going to hit the 2. I don't think he's going to hit the 8. I think he's going to hit the 2 and send the 11. I think that's the 11. Send the 11 up table. Mike asking for a little bit more playing space around the table. So let's see, are we going to hit the 8 or hit the 2? I think he's going to hit the 2. Maybe he'll hit the 8, but he did hit the 2. And you can tell he hit the 2 because if he hit the 8, the cue ball would have come up the table, and instead, after he hit the balls, the cue ball went to the left, which means, you know, that indicates he hit the 2 first. So it's tough cut here, tough cut. Is he going to go around, or is he going to just play one rail and play the short side of the 8? Yeah, one rail, play the short side of the 8. It's a good shot. Smart. It's conservative. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit tougher shot here for the 8, but that cut in the side would have been a lot tougher than shooting this 8. That cut on the side, had he tried to put a lot of mustard on that to get around and try to get above the 8. So that was the right choice. Okay. All together. Good speed, good speed. See that? Pocket accepted it. Nice. Nice job. So final score is 10-6 for tonight. So everybody, thank you for watching. I'm Brian Rowling. This is Mike Holt's channel, Moth-like. Thank you all for coming. We'll talk to you later. Nice break and run. Good shooting tonight. Mike, nice shot. Nice shot on the 8 there.
I hit it a lot softer than
Yeah.
I wanted to.
No, I know, but it was good.
But it hit because
It's
I
good.
was slightly inaccurate
Yeah.
and the speed let it drop.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
You know what?
Oscar, good shooting tonight.
I wouldn't normally play those that slow, but I was watching you and then I thought, slow going. I was actually, if I hit that